In 1981, Doug Herman walked down the aisle and married his high school sweetheart, Evon. They went into the ministry together, and their dream was to have a family. On February 19th of 1985, that dream came true as Doug held baby Joshua in the hospital room. Just a few feet away lay his wife. There had been a few complications during the delivery, and Yvonne had to receive a couple pints of blood and a transfusion, but there was nothing to worry about until the call came 18 months later. The blood that Yvonne had been given in the hospital was contaminated. She went in for a test, and it was confirmed that she was positive for the HIV virus that causes AIDS. Not too long after the diagnosis, Yvonne gave birth to baby Ashley, who also was diagnosed with HIV. Now, a lot wasn't understood about AIDS at this time, and a lot of people were ostracized, including Doug and Yvonne. Their church did not renew their pastoral call because of fear of the AIDS virus, and they found himself with a sick wife, a sick baby, and no church and no money. Well, Ashley lived to be 2 years old, and there came a day when the doctor came in and said, "Doug, you have a choice. We can keep the baby alive for 2 more days, but she will suffer, or we can let her go now." And Doug thought to himself, "A choice? What kind of a choice do I have? I didn't choose to live a lifestyle of promiscuity. I didn't choose to be a drug user. I didn't choose to have any of this. The only choice I have is what day my baby is going to die." He was angry, but he knew the choice had to be made. And so he called the nurse into the room, picked up his baby toddler, held her close to him, kissed her, told her how much Daddy loved her, and then nodded to the nurse. Just 2 breaths later, baby Ashley was gone. And 9 months after that, her mommy followed her in death, leaving Doug as a single father with a 6-year-old son. Now, it wasn't long after that Doug had to take Joshua into the doctor for a routine shot. Now, no little boy likes shots, and Joshua was no exception. And Doug had to hold him down on the table while the doctor administered the shot. And he could see in his son's eyes the confusion, terror, and anger as his eyes looked up at his daddy and said, "Daddy, if you love me, why are you letting them hurt me?" And it went through Doug's mind that he had said those same words to his heavenly Father so many times. "God, if you love me, why does it hurt so bad? I don't understand." You know, Jesus told the Apostle Peter something in John 13 when he looked into his eyes and said, "You don't understand what I'm doing right now, but you will later." One of my favorite old hymns has these words: "Temptation's hidden snares often take us unawares, and our hearts are made to bleed by a thoughtless word or deed. And we wonder why the test, when we've tried to do our best, but we'll understand it better by and by." You know, I bet Doug is looking forward to a day when he's going to sit down with the Heavenly Father and have a long talk and understand a little bit more about what was going on. But until then, he's been able to turn his story into some good things with 2 books that he's written, Pure Encounter and Come Clean, both of which I would recommend that you read. Now, maybe today on February 19th, you've got some things going on in your life that you don't understand, and you feel like God is allowing suffering, and it's not fair. Look into his eyes and let him know how you're feeling. You can trust him with your fears and your confusion, and know that one day you'll get to sit on his lap, look him in his eyes, and have a long talk about what was going on in your life. Hang in there. God is still good. We'll see you later.